Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm the owner of Scootart, and this is Scootart's presentation. Here's a 1962 Vespa 125cc, fresh out of the barn, and it's in perfect condition for the mechanic, but it has a little rust over it. That's what we call a restoration. It's in perfect shape. It's running perfectly. I love it. This is one of my favorite bikes that I have on my collection right now. I found it from the original owner. The bike was stored since 1982. He never really drove it. He did about 4,000 or 5,000 miles on it. I mean, I said kilometers, but it was in miles. And he bought it new. I have all the paperwork. I have all the details. I have the bill of sale when he bought it new, the little owner's manual and everything. So this is the closest thing that I found from a new bike. And it looks rough, but mechanically it runs just like it was out of the box when he bought it new in 1962. It's interesting because it's the economic version of the Vespa. It's the low frill, nothing. I mean, it's basically just painted gray, no bright color. And it has a very simple Vespa logo and everything like this. So if you come closer, I can show you all the little details. It's typical to the 125cc model at that time in 1962. So this is what we call a VNB model. So it's the prefix or the serial number of the model. It's a VNB. If it's a 150, it's a VBB. So the 125 has less feature, less stuff than the 150 if you look. So if you come here and you have a look at the tail light in the back. So if you had a 150, the tail light was chrome, but on the 125, the tail light is painted gray like this. So it's very basic. For all US models, or US and Canada, because we have small license plate, you have a license plate holder like this. And if you look in the back, this is what we call a round tail, because after that, after 1964, the frame in the back is square. It's flush, you know, so you can put the plate directly on it. So you have a nice view of the rust around. So we treated the rust to make sure that it won't go further, but it's already like this, and we keep it with that look. Now, if you have a look here, it's interesting because I have all the paperwork. So this is the original owner's manual in 1962. So it's really nice because you have a nice view of the model here, so you can see. So this is a cool catalog. Okay. Oh, here, I just found it. So this is interesting. It's a 1967 Quebec registration. It was written by hand at that time. Anyway, so this is the owner manual. And then you have a bill of sale here, an official bill of sale with the province of Quebec and where he bought it. So this is Louis Kilikou, was the distributor of all Vespas in the 60s for Quebec and east of Canada at that time. So if you look further, here you have the speedometer. So this model here, it's typical to the 125. Otherwise, it's a clamshell design that we called for the 150. And if you look at the numbers are in red, this is for the miles. So it's the imperial market, they are red. If it was in kilometers, it's in black, okay? So if you look, this is a 3-speed model. The next year, in 63, they introduced the 4-speed model. So we only have 3 on this model, 3-speed. So that's interesting. So basically, yeah, so if you look in front here, the badge is simple. It's supposed to be black. Now, I mean, it was polished because when we polished the paint, we had to, but the paint was all flaked on the original badge. But this should be blue, dark blue. Very, very dark blue, almost black. Okay, I'm running on very old tires, so it's not good. We're gonna have to replace that eventually. But those tires are from the 70s. It's Michelin ACS, and it's very rare today. but it's in perfect shape, but it's not good if I drive it every day. So this is the overall look of my 1962. I think it's a really nice model on the road. I like it a lot, and it bounces, you know, with the seat. It's just so comfortable. It's the kind of bike that you can drive all day long. I really like it. So that was the presentation of the Vespa 125 1962.